2009 Margaret Brent Award recipient, the Honorable Vanessa Ruiz. Women in the law are proud of their firsts, and Judge Ruiz often remarks fondly on her college experience of seeing snow for the first time. Because before attending Wellesley College in Massachusetts, she was born, raised, and schooled in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Her father, Fernando Ruiz Soria, a litigator, would talk with her about his cases. Both he and his wife Irma instilled in Judge Ruiz the values of fairness and treating every person with equal dignity and respect. Inspired by the strong current of social change in the 1970s, she switched from pursuing a graduate degree in philosophy and applied to law school. Following graduation from the Georgetown University Law Center, Judge Ruiz practiced international commercial and intellectual property at Freed, Frank, Harris, Shriver, and Jacobson. She was a part of a wave of women entering the legal profession in the late 70s who had some female peers, but precious few role models. As a young associate, Judge Ruiz took on pro bono work outside of her usual corporate and transactional work and represented the plaintiffs in a civil rights fair housing case, a case that went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. While continuing to balance the demands of billable hours in private practice and the demands of motherhood with 2 children, Judge Ruiz became senior counsel to Sears World Trade Incorporated and then a founding member of Sloan, Lehner & Ruiz, specializing in litigation and international matters. A successful career in private practice came with a difficult trade-off between work and family, so she changed her focus to public government service. In 1991, she joined the Office of the Corporation Counsel for the District of Columbia, where she dealt with child abuse and neglect, domestic violence, and blighted neighborhoods. Judge Ruiz quickly became the first Hispanic corporation counsel, now Attorney General, for the District of Columbia. Judge Ruiz was appointed to the District of Columbia Court of Appeals in 1994 by President Clinton. Influenced by her life experience, she feels a responsibility to be a role model and to bring needed attention to those who fall outside the protection of the law. As the longest-serving woman on the D.C. Court of Appeals, she has worked tirelessly to improve the legal profession by participating in numerous local, national, and international legal organizations and by mentoring and training the lawyers who follow her. Judge Ruiz is as much a teacher as she is a judge, and her advice and encouragement to her colleagues on all levels may have something to do with 5 out of 9 judges on D.C.'s highest court being women. As a trustee of the International Association of Women Judges, she has met with visiting judges from nearly every continent. She has worked to support judicial independence and increase diversity within the judiciary through such organizations as the National Association of Women Judges and numerous Hispanic-related bar associations. As president of the National Association of Women Judges, she initiated an annual luncheon where women judicial leaders from across the country meet with the women in Congress to discuss issues of common interest from different perspectives. With all of her many soaring accomplishments, Judge Ruiz still likes to find time to travel and indulge her passions for theater, opera, and dance with her husband of over 25 years, David Birnbaum, who is always there for sound advice or a good spin on the dance floor. She says of her goals for the future, "I have an opportunity to suggest and implement improvements in those areas in the administration of justice that we can see do not measure up to our values. I intend to continue to do my small bit to build a fair, honest, and trusted legal edifice." For her ongoing dedication, the ABA Commission on Women in the Profession is honored to present its 2009 Margaret Brent Women Lawyers of Achievement Award to the Honorable Vanessa Ruiz.